Hello guys, I promised that I will be taking you to schools, and many people have complained about the schools that I have actually put out there. And now today I'm going to a school that I've been invited to. We have just taken off Kiabu Road. We are on Kariithi Road. We are heading to Nexa International School. Very many people are saying Nexa are doing very well. I'm taking you in there, show you the premises of Nexa, interview the leadership of Nexa so that you can actually see what they're doing. That's where we are heading. Let's see. So guys, now we have arrived. I can see Nexa just ahead of us. So it is on, we are here. This is Nexa.
Nexa International.
I am with the principal of the school. She's going to introduce herself. Please introduce yourself.
Thank you so much. My name is Lina Anyango. I am the founding principal of Nexa International School, and I'm happy to host you here, and I'm glad that you are here.
Right. So maybe to start off, my parents have been asking me so many questions, and one of the questions they have been asking me is if you want to move your child from a CBC school to an international school, IGCSE school. I believe next year you offer do you offer CBC or do you offer IGCSE? Because I think that's where we should have started.
Yeah, we offer IGCSE from creche all the way to A level.
Oh,
yes.
Great. Maybe there are people who don't, they want to change their children, but they don't even understand the structures of an IGCSE school. So maybe you can look at that camera and just explain to them the structures of your school.
Okay. So I can say that CBC borrowed heavily from the IGCSE system, because if you look at the main stages, they are just very similar to what's happening in IGCSE. To start off, we have the early years framework, where we have the creche, FS1 and FS2. You can compare that to what we have in the early years of CBC, where we have the playgroup, PP1 and PP2. Then they transition out to primary, where we have 6 years of primary from year 1 to year 6 in Cambridge, which is comparable to grade 1 to grade 6. So at the end of grade 6 in CBC, I know they do the KIPSIA exam to transition them to junior secondary. But for IGCSE, at the end of year 6, they do a checkpoint exam to transition to lower secondary. So just like the KIPSIA, which does not really determine the school they're going to, it's just a diagnostic exam. That is the same case with the checkpoint that we are doing at year 6. So at once they join the lower secondary in IGCSE, which is similar to junior secondary in CBC, we'll have the year 7, year 8, year 9, similar to grade 7, grade 8, and grade 9. At the end of grade 9, at the end of year 9 in IGCSE, they also do another checkpoint exam before they transition to O level. Okay, so I think that is similar to what's happening in CBC, where at the end of year 9, they are doing the exam to transition to senior school. Yes. So it's now at that point of O level that we have some slight differences, because now at O level we have year 10 and 11, only 2 years before they can do their IGCSE exam. So at IGCSE exam, that is the exam which some universities can admit students to their institutions with the IGCSE results. Others still demand that the students do the A levels, which also depends on which discipline is the student planning to pursue at A level. So you see that there are a number of similarities between what's happening in CBC and what's happening in the Cambridge.
So like, at A level, here you offer A level. In CBC, we are talking about career paths, and people are supposed to select between the three career paths. What exactly happens in A levels that is totally different, maybe from the career paths in CBC?
Okay, thank you. So I think I would equate what's happening in A level to something similar to maybe a first year course in a university. Yes, so actually when the students at A level, they feel like their university material, they have started their diploma.
Yes.
Okay, so what happens is after IGCSE, most students do up to about 7 subjects. Then from the 7 subjects, they choose what would they like to pursue in the university and which are the core subjects they need for that. So now when they go to A level, they specialize in those core subjects which are prerequisites for the courses they would like to pursue in
The
the
university.
university. Yes. Yeah.
Is there any examples you can give us?
For example, if a student wants to pursue medicine,
Yes.
and we know that math is required, chemistry is required, biology is also required, and probably a language.
Yes.
So a student at A level would now look at would specialize in doing math, in doing chemistry, biology, and a language. Example, English.
Okay.
Yes.
So, how well will a child who has done CBC coming to NEXA, for example, first actually, do you admit children who are coming from CBC and they want to change to IGCSE in NEXA?
That's what we do, and actually that's why NEXA was formed, because
Yes.
we saw many parents feel stranded in CBC. Why are they stranded? They feel like the path is not very clear on how the CBC will eventually roll out. They feel there's a lot of political interference, some changes are made left, right, and center, and they've been looking for an alternative, but most of them have been stranded because of the high cost of international schools. So NEXA offers that option or alternative, affordable alternative to parents who like to transition to IGCSE without really having to dig into their pockets. Yes. So we've admitted, actually I can say 70% of our students are from the CBC system. So they found the transition very smooth, especially students who are transitioning from year 8 going downwards. It is very easy for them to transition from CBC to Cambridge, because like I've explained, the key stages are comparatively similar.
Now that actually you have those who have already joined,
Yes.
Are they able to settle down, fit in from one curriculum to another?
Yes. I think the main difference between CBC and Cambridge has been the delivery of the content. But if you look at biology, for example, if you're learning about osmosis, it's the same in CBC
Yes.
and the same in Cambridge. So it has been about the delivery. The other thing has been about, for the Cambridge system, they keep reviewing their syllabus to adapt to the changes, the global changes which are happening, something which in our Kenyan system, we take a longer time to do the same.
To do the reviews.
Yes, so we've seen that the students who transitioned have settled in very well. For what we usually do, we do an assessment. So if a student is in grade 8 in CBC, we'll give them a year 8 assessment and identify the gaps so that we can know in the course of the lessons, when the teachers are doing the lesson delivery, which key areas should they emphasize on, what kind of support do they need to give the learners so that they can fit in well. And most times the students fit in well quite easily, because like I've said, most of the subjects they're doing in CBC are the same subjects that we are offering here. It's only that for us, we have more subjects. Yes.
So what is your market area? So do you have transport? How far do you go for that transport? Is it a boarding school or it's purely a day school? So who are you really targeting?
Okay, so like I have explained before, we are targeting those parents who have for a long time felt stranded in the CBC, even though they've been willing to opt out, but money has been the main factor. So we're looking at what are our competitors offering, and we're offering almost half, if not quarter, of what the most purely based on monetary terms.
Yes.
Okay. So we did our market analysis. We saw what the local market area or the fees that local schools are charging, local CBC schools are charging, and we saw that we can offer IGCSE pegged on what they're offering with the CBC.
Okay.
I don't want to mention names, but we've done
your analysis.
Our analysis.
Yes.
And our market area, we offer school transport. This is a day school.
Okay.
Our day starts from as early as 7:30, and by 4 our students go back home. So we have students, if I can share with you our transport, we have students from within this estate. This is Kilkenda Estate. We have students from within, and we go as far as Juja, Ruaka, Kenyatta Road, CID, Mwiki, and Budaiga.
Oh.
Yes, so we cover Membli, Tatu City, Ruiru Town, Roysambu, Kahawa West. Yes.
So those of you who have asked me about the school in Kiabu Road, I think this is so ideal because it's within your age. So,
Wait. Public speaking classes for children and teenagers with Efontis Kariithi Mugo, focusing on stage presence, audibility, critical thinking, and logical organization of ideas. Let your child stand out. We will train your child and get them platforms to showcase their eloquence, including international platforms for public speaking. Every Saturday at Gone Gymkhana from 10 a.m. to 11:30. Pay monthly 5,500 per month or weekly 1,500 per session. Make your payments and start this Saturday on PISA till number 750462 and send your payment message to Efontis on 0721994583.
let me ask, what is the fees, the damage? Because that's what every parent will ask me. So what is the fees?
Yeah, so
There's someone actually who told me that IGCSE is for the rich. Yes. So how much is it?
yes, that has been misrepresentation. It has been a wrong narrative. And as Nexa, we are here to iron out that and say IGCSE is for everyone.
Yes.
Of course, we have those kind of parents who like their kids to associate with a given with the elite.
Yes.
So
yes.
they will prefer very expensive schools where not everybody can afford.
Yes.
But for us, we feel that we should break that barrier. We should make it open. So our fees range from the lowest, that is the creche, we are offering at around 70,000 per term, as low as 70,000 per term.
Yes.
And for the highest class, that is the A level, we are offering at 185,000 per term. So that is relatively low comparatively when you compare with what our competitors are offering.
Yes.
And remember, this includes lunch.
Yes.
This includes stationery. So you just need to bring your child with an empty bag.
And they get in the school.
They get into the school. You don't need to worry about snack or lunch. We offer all that. And we also offer additional extracurricular activities also for free, just at the same fee.
Oh, at the same fee you get the co-curricular activities.
Correct. Yes.
Wow, that's another game changer. Great.
Yes. So one thing which I think we are big on, ICT integration. We are looking at how can we break barriers using ICT, and we've partnered with Ukwenza VR, which offers our students VR experience so that they can deepen their understanding, they can make more abstract concepts simpler. For example, if our students want to learn about marine life, they don't need to move to Mombasa and go to the submarine. Through the VR, they can dive and have that immersive experience while just in their classrooms.
Great. Great. Thinking out of the box.
Yes.
Oh, great.
Yes.
Great. So let me ask you, if I was a parent and I'm looking for a school, an IGCSE school within Nairobi, why should I come to Nexa?
Yes. why you should come to Nexa.
Yes.
Number one reason, most IGCSE schools have been known to look the other side when it comes to discipline.
Yes.
Yes, so most parents will tell you, if you take your child to an IGCSE school, your child will be spoiled.
Yes.
For us as Nexa, we want to be that IGCSE school which is not only known for academic performance and excellence, but we're also known for maintaining discipline among our students. You've interacted with a number of them here. You tell me that these students, their discipline is top notch.
Yes.
So that's one thing that I'll encourage our parents to consider when looking for a school. You don't need to lose your child
in the name of taking them to a good school.
To a good school.
Yes.
Yes. So that's something.
Actually, I've not had someone with that kind of perspective, which is very important.
It is very important that don't lose your child as they are looking for the education.
Maybe can you give us ideas on what exactly do you do to maintain that discipline? What makes you stand out in that?
I think the advantage for us is that being a young school, it's very easy for us to start up with the culture that we want.
Yes.
Because our numbers currently are relatively small.
Yes.
And the ones joining us, they just gel into the culture that we've created.
Okay.
So for us, we are big on positive discipline and positive parenting. We highly engage our parents. Like tomorrow, we'll be having Parents Festival. Just to ensure that even our parents are, their capacity is built on what is IGCSE, what are their expectations, how can they parent in the 21st century. We know the challenges that parents go through, so we cannot do it alone as teachers or as a school to maintain discipline. We need support from parents.
Do you have a child in grade 1 to 3? Improve your home library with the following storybooks for them. Make your orders today. PDF 100, Kenya shillings only. Hard copy book will take at least 1 week before delivery at 350 Kenya shillings. Make payment for your order. A set of 10 storybooks hard copy is 3,000 or 1,000 for PDF. Pay through till number 750,462 and send your payment message to Paris on 0714909631. You can also buy the books directly through our website www.giftedkidsdrama.com.
So we constantly monitor and support our teachers through professional development. Most times you rarely find me in the office. Most times I'm always in the classroom seeing how is the learning experience of our learners.
Okay.
How can we improve what you already have? And the improvement will only be based on capacity building our teachers. So in our program, every Friday we have PD sessions for our staff, just to ensure that they continue growing each and every time. Did I talk about our happiness index here? Yeah, we want that as long as the minute a student gets into our gate, they feel that, oh, I'm home. So we are also keen on ensuring that our learners are happy, and happiness does not mean that we condone or promote indiscipline.
Yes.
So we teach them about being this place being a safe space and the responsibility in ensuring that this is a safe space for them. Yes.
Right. Right. Great. So you talked about fees range. You talked. Can someone get this information online, or
Definitely.
it is all in online on your website?
Check our website. You see our fee structure there. We have social media platforms. We are big on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. Yes.
Right. So you can check out Nexa International School online. Their pages are active and updated, so you can actually get all information there, including the breakdown of the fees on whatever class your child is in. I believe all the other activities, what is my take home is that you get extra curriculum activities on the same school fees. That is key for me. Very great. Do you have any take home message you can give to the audience?
Okay, so what I believe my audience are parents who are looking for a good school for their children. Maybe I can tell them briefly about myself. I am a Global Teacher Prize finalist. I made it to top 50 in 2020. And the main reason why I made it to that level was my passion for learners and my passion for the students achieving their potential. And I believe that every learner deserves right to quality education. So for me and the directors at Nexa, we feel that we should not make the fees for international systems so high that the common mwananchi will always remain to deal with what the government can offer and cannot have that option to jump ship and try out the international system. So if you're looking for a school which is offering affordable yet quality international system for your child, where we'll also give them the all-round growth for your child, remember we are talking about discipline, Nexa is the place to be.
Right. So you have heard it from her. What I want to say, to tell you, even when she's here, is that one, is that when I was coming into this school, I've never been here, this is the first time, but when I was coming here, one is that I met a teacher I have worked with in another school, so I can guarantee you that this school is actually getting teachers from big schools to this school, so that's a good thing. So they have experienced teachers, that I can guarantee. And number two, even the principal herself, is that I have worked in the office, I didn't know I know her, and coincidentally is that I know her, I've met her even somewhere she was giving CPD to teachers in another school. So great, this is a place to be.